Imagine a narrow coastal pass, a gateway to the heart of Greece. On one side, a colossal army, hundreds of thousands strong, a tide of men and steel intent on conquest. On the other, a tiny force, a mere 7,000, standing defiant. This is the stage for one of history's most legendary last stands, the Battle of Thermopylae. It's for 80 BC, 10 years after their stunning defeat at Marathon. The Persian Empire is back for revenge. The new king, Xerxes I, has gathered an army of unprecedented scale, so vast that ancient writers claimed it drank rivers dry. His goal? To crush Greece once and for all and expand his mighty empire. Faced with this overwhelming threat, the Greek city-states put aside their rivalries and formed a fragile alliance. The brilliant Athenian general Themistocles devised a strategy: hold the Persians. At the key choke points, the navy would block the straits of Artemisia, while a small land force would defend the narrow pass of Thermopylae, a name that literally means hot gates. Leading this desperate land defense was King Leonidas of Sparta, a warrior king in his 60s. He marched north with his personal bodyguard of 300 Spartans, an elite force of veteran soldiers who had already fathered sons to carry on their lineage. Along the way, they were joined by about 7,000 other Greeks, including 700 brave Thespians. But even combined, they were hopelessly outnumbered. Modern estimates place the Persian army between 120,000 and 300,000 soldiers. The odds were astronomical for the full days. The impossible happened. The Greeks, using the narrow terrain to their advantage, created a wall of bronze shields and long spears, the deadly phalanx formation. Xerxes threw wave after wave of his soldiers at this wall, including his own elite troops, the Immortals, but the Greek line held firm. The narrow pass nullified the Persians' numerical superiority, turning the battle into a brutal meat grind. The Spartans and their allies fought with a ferocity that stunned the Persian commanders, but heroism alone couldn't win the day. On the evening of the second day, the trail sealed their fate. A local man named T.R.L.H, hoping for a rich reward, revealed a secret mountain path that would allow the Persians to bypass the Greek defenses and attack them from behind. Leonidas received word that they were being outflanked. He knew the battle was lost. The strategic goal now was to save the rest of the army so they could fight another day. He ordered the bulk of the Greek force to retreat, but he, along with his 300 Spartans, the 700 Thespians who refused to leave, and a few hundred others, chose to stay. They would form the rear guard, a final sacrifice to buy precious time for their retreating comrades. What followed was not a battle for victory, but a fight for honor and legacy. Surrounded on all sides, the small band of heroes fought with a desperate, final courage. When their spears shattered, they fought with their swords. When their swords broke, they fought with their bare hands and teeth. They fought until the last man fell, taking a heavy toll on the Persian forces. Leonidas and his men were annihilated, but their last stand was not in vain. News of the defeat at Thermopylae reached the Greek navy, which then strategically withdrew. The Persians marched on, burning and evacuated Athens. But the sacrifice of Thermopylae had bought the Greeks critical time, and more importantly, a powerful symbol of unity and resistance. It inspired the rest of Greece to rally. Just a short time later, the Greek fleet, led by Themistocles, lured the Persian navy into the narrow straits of Salamis and won a decisive victory. The following year, at the Battle of Plataea, a unified Greek army crushed the remaining Persian forces, ending the invasion for good. The Battle of Thermopylae is more than just a story of a military defeat. It's a testament to the power of courage against overwhelming odds, a symbol of fighting for freedom, and a demonstration of how training, strategy, and the right terrain can act as powerful force multipliers. The sacrifice of Leonidas and his men echoed through the ages, inspiring countless generations and proving that even in death, a legacy of defiance can secure ultimate victory. Thanks for watching. If you found this story of heroism as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more epic tales from history.